Shut up, loud. Anyway, what has it been? A year and a half?
It was close to 2 years.
Close to 2 years, yeah. And gosh, we've missed her. But Penny and Eleanor and Beverly and I, for years, played kitchen bridge. We put $1 a corner in. You'd think we were playing for a Mercedes. And Beverly used to say all the time, "Oh, there are too many chiefs and not enough Indians." Guess who was the biggest chief? She loved her martinis. She loved going to tournaments. She and I played more tournaments with Beverly than anybody else. And I'll tell you the story about, I was playing with a guy named Gary Nixon. He's sitting there, he has to listen to this again. If you don't know duplicate bridge, this might bore you, but it's so typical of Beverly. Anyway, I'm playing with Gary. He opened a no trumps. I said 2 no trump. That's an invitation to 3. He passed. And if he had bid 3 no trump, I would have got my life master at that tournament. The next tournament I went to was with Beverly. And I opened this hand, and I got 3 little diamonds to nothing. And a nice club set. Well, you should open a club. But I didn't. I thought to myself, well, you know what? I don't really want them to lead a diamond. So I bet a diamond. Got to 3 no trump. Guess what? I was playing with Beverly and got my life master.
All right.
She was, oh, we had so much fun for so many years. And I miss her terribly.
Good story.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
More people can come in
Yeah,
if you
come on
like.
in.
Yeah.
Plenty more places to sit.
Come in.
Yeah, there's places to sit in here.
On behalf of our mom, I'd like to thank everybody for coming today and make it Mom always loved a really good party. And this is a good party. So, she loves you all, and you're all very special to her, and very special to all of the siblings, the family members. So thank you all for coming, and it's really made
Hey,
it a
Dan,
special occasion. Thank
can you take over doing this for me for a minute? I'm gonna go get a tripod.
Your mom,
Okay.
Beverly, was always wonderful to all your friends. Everybody who ever came to this house was very welcome. Your mom always made sure of that. And when Greg and I would play music, like in high school, she'd be listening. She wouldn't just like, she'd listen and we'd come up for a snack and just go, "You know that thing you just played? That was really good." And we go, "Wow, she was actually listening, Greg. What's the deal?" Anyway, she was wonderful.
Frank, we all played so loud she couldn't help but listen.
Rochelle, you want to say something?
I'd be happy to. My name's Rochelle Gold, and I lived with Beverly from August of 1993
Oh, that's Rochelle.
to, I left in December of 95, so I lived here for 2.5 years, and I was living in Eigenmann Hall as a graduate student. I was pursuing my master's degree in English literature, and I was vegetarian and I had terrible food. And my dorm was moldy and mildewy, and half of the furniture was broken, and they didn't have any air conditioning, and I said, "This is awful, I need to find another place to live." And I picked up an Indiana Daily Student, and the first ad I saw was Beverly's advertisement for renting rooms in the house. And I walked up to the house, and it was, I'm from California where we don't have a lot of brick because of earthquakes. And I walked up to this house, and it looked like a picture perfect Midwestern home. And I thought, oh, I hope and it was very, very formal, and we sat on the couch, and she this is my parlor, and this is my space, and I was talking to Tom about it, basically a formal interview of what we were doing, and would I keep late hours, and no boys. No boys. Very particular about that. Yeah, no boys, no overnight guests. And wanted me to be, tidy and whatnot. And then she asked me if I played bridge. And things had been going so well up until that point. I told her that I didn't know how to play bridge, but I was willing to learn.
That kind of person.
Yeah, so she said, oh, well, and you talked about, price and whatnot, and from that moment, I was telling Jim, where's Jim? I was telling Jim that I don't have a great relationship with my mother, and I've been looking for surrogate mothers my whole life, and I've collected several, but Beverly was by far the best. And so
Michelle, she adored you.
yeah,
She really, really did.
it was totally mutual. Yeah. So,
Thank you.
and I'm so glad that Diane lived in California, because when I left, I moved back to California, and whenever Beverly would come for the winter, I think 3 times at least, I came down, and we went to, I remember one of the greatest fun questions she asked me, because we used to argue about politics all the time. I'm a lifelong Democrat, and I had really never met a Republican. My father said that they had horns. So Beverly and I both had a lot of political debates, but one time I went to California, and she said, well, we could go to the Reagan Library, or we could go to the Nixon Library. And I said, oh, I think the Nixon Library would be so much more fun. and we did. So I talked to Beverly on her birthday, right before she died.
Yeah.
And
Less than a week late, later.
Yep.
It was gone.
and so it was. I'm so glad, and I'm so glad again you live in California. And our last time we got to visit each other was in 2013 when I went to an academic conference. So.
She loves you.
Yeah. So.
I would.
Sorry.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
You were very dear to me. I would like to introduce Martha. Martha is the daughter of my mother's best friend from elementary school. And high school, and they were tryouts together. And her mother found this house for my parents. She said they were living in a little house, and Nancy said, I have found the house for you. You have to buy this house and move in. So this is Martha, her daughter. And she lives in Colorado.
Yeah, I recognize you. You look like your mother.
She looks just
Thank you. Thank you. I'm here representing her too.
I don't know. I guess something happened to you bad.
Oh, I will. And it's kind of hard for her to get words out, but she told me, actually, today would have been their 69th wedding anniversary. And your mom was in the wedding, and I had a couple of pictures that from the wedding that I might enjoy seeing. That she just turned 93 on the 16th.
I just want to say I love Beverly to death.
Me too.
Hear, hear. Hear, hear.
So,
She loved you too.
would anyone else like to share any stories of mother and?
I got 2 quick ones. They're real short ones. I remember all these years.
This is Stuart, one of my best friends for many years, and glad he's here. Thanks.
I met Chris down in Bedford. He was working at his dad's store, and I was looking for a job. So I came and asked him if he needed anybody. I said, no, I don't think they're doing anything right now. And he was unloading stuff, so I went ahead and just helped him for the day, spent the day just unloading stuff. And then went home, and then it was like the next week he called me, and I got hired. He said, because I stuck around and helped without a promise of a job, so he hired me, and I was there. We've known each other for years and years, even though we were only really running around each other for about 2 years, because then he moved on to California and got up. All these years we corresponded or met or seen each other off and on. So, but anyway, back to your mom. 2 things, and I love these stories, because I was a flaming liberal, not flaming, flaming's not a good word to use now.
Another Democrat.
Yeah. We don't have horns.
Who has become a conservative Republican, and Beverly was probably maybe an influence. Not at the time, I didn't realize it. But I still remember the Iranian crisis. I lived here for about a year and a half, had a room upstairs. And I did not have to go through that formal interview. She was like, Chris says I gotta take you, so. You know. I hear you're really down on your luck and everything's okay, you can have a room, but you know, watch what you do. And I thought, so anyway, I really was. I was in there watching the Iranian Hostage Day, whatever it was. And as a liberal back then, I was reaching the liberal box, which I would say something like, well, you know, the Shah of Iran really wasn't very good, and they've got a point, and she comes, she goes, if you say anything like that again in my house, you are out of here. And I said, but I don't hear anything at all. And later on, don't worry about it. I got all these things. I didn't know there was such things.
Rangy
Like, I was DJing at the reg there, I was DJing at the reg, and I had another part-time job somewhere, and figured,
All right.
I qualified for food stamps. And I was on it for like 3 weeks, until his mom discovered I was on food stamps, living in her house, and she said, you are not living on food stamps in my house. Other people are working and paying for things, and you're perfectly well able to go out there and do a job. And as it started, we finally, slowly, over the years, become more conservative.
Very successful, and done quite well. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm always the story, everybody in my family tells us the black sheep that, you know, finally, years too late, you know, started doing that.